Sports balls, balls and sports balls, swish!
Welcome back to Swag Radio. I'm Zach Parnes alongside my co-host Bobby Miller.
Swaggy Tails, folks.
Swaggy Tails indeed, and we have a slew of topics for you today. But first off, Bobby, let's crack down on it right away. We got the NBA draft was just a week from today. There were some big winners and losers, but who do you think was the biggest winner of this year's 2011 NBA draft?
All right, well, I look at my bulletin board here, and I see my top draft classes, and I have to go with the Wizards, you know. Jean Vesely's like the European Blake Griffin, and he shows he's got some mouth skills too, maybe some trash talking, but some loving too on that girlfriend of his. We've also got Chris Singleton, one of the, obviously like the best defender in this recruiting class, and then we've got ending it up with Sheldon Mack, who will make a nice two-guard on that team.
Now, I agree with you. The Wizards had a fantastic draft here, but I don't think it compares to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves took Derek Williams with the second pick in the draft this year. Williams is probably the most NBA ready out of any player in this year's draft class. And then you talk about later in the draft, they took Jonas Montejunas, a center who plays with absolute authority. I think that's going to add the cornerstones to that team that they have been looking for. Think about it. This year, if they go ahead with a starting lineup, they would have three rookies. Every player on that team is 25 years or younger. They're ridiculously talented, and I really like the Timberwolves for next year.
I love Kevin Love. You know that.
Yes, absolutely.
Kevin Love.
You know, we're going to go to the phones for our one and only caller of the day. Congratulations to, oh my goodness, will you look at this? It's Jan Vesely himself. Jan, what do you think about the NBA draft? Or do you have another NBA topic you'd like to talk about?
Well, I'm a big fan of balls and sports. I like it. Is Chris Bosh not that good? Is the Miami Heat a big 2 or a big 3? Thank you very much for taking my call.
Hey, no problem. I never knew you were from Mexico. I always thought you were from the Czech Republic. But Jan, thank you for the call. Chris Bosh. Bobby, you and I are very separated over this.
Yes.
What do you think about Bosh?
Dividing line between this table. Chris Bosh is a part of the big three. It is a big three, not a big two. Chris Bosh is a perennial all-star, and he's a very talented player at that.
Now, I don't think the all-star votes really matter because, in all honesty, Chris Bosh is just not that important of a player to me. I think that he really has become obsolete as a post player. He's fantastic at taking outside shots. I think he has a wonderful shot from the elbow, a very good mid-range game, but he lacks inside at the post, and that's what a power forward is supposed to do for you, is be able to hold that post presence, and he just never has been able to do that.
Well, I don't know if offense is his problem exactly, but I mean, he wasn't able to play good defense on Dirk. And then again, that may be because of the fact that they don't have a really great center on that team yet.
I don't think it's the center's fault, though, when you talk about Dirk Nowitzki. He's scoring at least, 28 points a game on you every single night. He was sick, he was injured, and he was just going to town on Bosh and Anthony. But I think it was mainly Bosh's responsibility, and that's one of the things that they haven't cracked down on him for, is that he can't play defense. I really don't think he can.
Well, I mean, if you want to ask someone if he can play defense, let's ask Carlos Boozer. Before the season, they were thinking, should we go with Bosh or should we go with Boozer? Bosh or Boozer? They picked Bosh, and they made the right choice if you look at the results of the Eastern Conference Finals, in which Bosh roasted Boozer every game, and Boozer was just not able to do anything because of his length.
Yeah, I think Carlos Boozer has really lost his finesse over the years, and it's really unfortunate. We're going to stop right there, and we're going to head to our next topic, which Bobby and I are just absolutely inflamed about. No swag like Caillou here on this topic.
Stop swagging your tails,
yes,
people.
we definitely have something serious to talk about right here. Mike Lowell, is he a good or great third baseman, or is he average, as I think he is, but you seem to think he's just fantastic?
Okay, well, I never threw around the word fantastic, but Mike Lowell, if you look at his career, Mike Lowell is a great third baseman. If you weigh his accomplishments and his career and all the things in his life, he's a great third baseman, He was a 4-time All-Star, World Series MVP, 2-time world champion, testicular cancer, and he's just he's just thrown around as one of the nicest guys that was ever in the league.
I'm not doubting that he's not a nice guy, but I think he is one of the most average players that you can get. Lowell, let's be honest, not that many great numbers stick out to you except for his 2002 and 2007 season. He was World Series MVP in 2007, I'll give him that. But otherwise, a very average career, more like a guy like Edgar Renteria, who we will not remember, I don't think, for, in 15 years, as just the fact that, he was semi-aging, but I don't know.
I don't know about that. I think Mike Lowell, when all is said and done, is one of the better third basemen of the last 20 years. And also that long streak of 25 double number seasons. All right, well, we're running out of time. We got to hop to our last subject real quick. MMA. We've been watching this for a while now. I've been very deep into this MMA.
Absolutely.
And these young Brazilian fighters, they just do it all. These Anderson Silva-like prototypes, like Charles Oliveira, that can strike, and they've got incredible grappling.
And I love, probably the best fighter in the world right now, Anderson Silva. And then you look on the other side of the spectrum, Lyoto Machida. There's two things about Brazilians that's just remarkable. They can be any skin tone whatsoever, and that they can also just be incredible fighters, and they are bred on MMA, and it's incredible, really, what their country has achieved.
And if MMA ever does become an Olympic sport, Brazil is going to rack up the golds. All right. Now we are going to leave from Zach Parnes and Bobby Miller. This is Swag Radio.
Swag like Caillou.
Swag your tails, folks.
We'll be back after.